You've slid your card into an ATM 100 times, punched in your PIN, grabbed your cash, and walked away in under a minute. It feels like the simplest transaction in the world. But inside that metal box, a dozen systems just fired up in perfect sync, reading your card at microscopic speed, encrypting your data with military-grade security, communicating with a server potentially thousands of miles away, unlocking a reinforced vault, counting bills with laser precision, and dispensing exactly what you asked for, all without a single human involved. It's way more high-tech and way more sophisticated than most people realize. So, what really happens inside an ATM? Let's start by breaking down the main types of ATMs, because believe it or not, there's more than one way to dispense cash. Bank-owned ATMs. These are installed and maintained by financial institutions, usually located in bank branches, lobbies, or drive-through lanes. They offer full-service capabilities, deposits, withdrawals, transfers, bill payments, and connect directly to the bank's central systems. Independent operator ATMs, often found in convenience stores, gas stations, or bars. These machines are owned by third-party companies. They typically charge higher fees and offer basic cash withdrawal only, relying on interbank networks to verify your account. Through-the-wall ATMs, built directly into building exteriors, these allow 24/7 access from the street while keeping the machine's bulk and vault inside a secure room. Common in urban areas where space is tight. Lobby and standalone ATMs, freestanding units placed indoors or in outdoor kiosks. These can be relocated more easily and are popular in malls, airports, and corporate campuses. Each type is designed for a specific environment, from high-security bank vaults to quick-access convenience points. Now, let's get inside the beast. No matter the type, every ATM has the same core architecture, a series of interconnected systems working in lockstep. Here's what's packed into that metal box. The cash dispenser vault holds the bills, often thousands of dollars sorted into cassettes by denomination. The card reader scans magnetic strips or chip data at lightning speed. A receipt printer churns out transaction records. The computer motherboard acts as the brain, running specialized software and managing communications. A network modem connects the machine to the bank's servers, often through encrypted phone lines or internet connections, and camera arrays monitor every transaction, recording both the user and the card slot area. These components don't just sit there. They coordinate with military precision. Here's how the magic happens. You slide your card into the reader. In milliseconds, the machine scans the magnetic stripe or reads the EMV chip, extracting your account number and bank routing information. If the card is damaged or unreadable, the system rejects it instantly. You punch in your PIN. The moment you hit enter, the ATM encrypts that 4-digit code using 256-bit encryption, scrambling it into an unreadable string of data. This isn't stored anywhere on the machine. It's fired directly across the network. The ATM connects to your bank's server. Depending on the network, this signal might travel thousands of miles, bouncing through interbank systems like Visa, MasterCard, or regional clearinghouses. The server checks 3 things. Is this card valid? Does the PIN match? Does the account have enough funds? If all 3 checks pass, the bank sends an approval code back to the ATM. The entire round trip, card read to bank approval, takes less than 3 seconds. Now the vault unlocks. Inside, bill cassettes are loaded with stacks of currency, each note held in place by friction rollers and spring-loaded plates. The ATM's computer calculates which cassettes to access based on your withdrawal amount and available denominations. If you requested $60 and the machine has 20s, it selects 3 bills from the $20 cassette. The dispensing mechanism kicks in. Each bill passes through a series of rollers that grip it with precisely calibrated pressure, enough to move the note forward, but not so much that it tears or jams. Sensors embedded in the rollers measure the bill's thickness and detect the magnetic ink used in authentic currency. Some machines even scan for ultraviolet markings invisible to the human eye. If a bill fails any of these checks, the system rejects it and pulls a replacement from the cassette. And we're talking precision here. High-end ATMs can count and verify up to 4 bills per second, like a dealer at a Vegas blackjack table. But if the dealer never made mistakes and could spot a fake with laser accuracy, the bills slide into the dispenser tray and the machine ejects your card. A receipt prints if you requested one. The entire choreography, from card insertion to cash in hand, takes less than 30 seconds. But with all that cash and sensitive data, ATMs are prime targets. Let's talk about security, because these machines face threats most people never think about. Card skimming is one of the most common attacks. Criminals install fake card readers over the real slot, capturing your card data as you insert it. Hidden cameras positioned near the PIN pad record your keystrokes. Cash trapping involves placing devices inside the dispenser slot. When your money is released, a thin plastic sheath or glue catches it, and the scammer retrieves it after you leave. Physical theft is still a threat. Ram raids involve crashing vehicles through storefronts to yank ATMs out with chains. In some cases, thieves use explosives or cutting torches to breach the vault. And then there's network hacking, intercepting the data stream between the ATM and the bank server, trying to inject fake approval codes or skim account information. And for good reason to worry. A single compromised ATM can expose hundreds of accounts. That's why modern ATMs are equipped with layers of defense that would make a fortress jealous. Anti-skimming technology includes jitter mechanisms, tiny motors that vibrate the card reader, making it nearly impossible for overlay skimmers to stay attached. Some machines use encrypted card readers that scramble data the instant it's captured, rendering stolen information useless. Camera arrays provide 360-degree coverage. High-definition cameras with infrared capability monitor the user, the card slot, and the surrounding area. Footage is stored remotely and can be accessed in real time by security teams. GPS trackers and silent alarms activate the moment someone tries to move or tamper with the machine. If thieves somehow breach the outer casing, the ATM sends an alert to law enforcement before they even reach the vault. Inside the vault itself, dye packs and smoke canisters wait. If forced entry is detected, these devices detonate, spraying permanent ink across every bill or filling the compartment with thick smoke. The cash becomes worthless, and the thief is marked. Reinforced steel vaults meet UL ratings for torch and drill resistance, designed to withstand sustained attacks for 15 minutes or more, long enough for police to respond. Network encryption uses multi-layered security protocols. Every transaction is protected by end-to-end encryption, and many systems require two-factor authentication before processing high-value withdrawals. Fun fact, in some high-risk areas, ATMs are equipped with tear gas dispensers that trigger if someone attempts to pry open the vault. The gas floods the interior, forcing the attacker to flee, while marking them with a chemical trace detectable by authorities. This isn't just helpful, it's essential for protecting billions of dollars in daily transactions. So where does all that cash come from? ATMs don't magically refill themselves. Armored car services visit each machine on a regular schedule, daily for high-traffic locations in downtowns and malls, weekly for lower-volume machines in convenience stores. Technicians wearing body armor unlock the vault, remove depleted cassettes, and load fresh ones pre-sorted by denomination. Each cassette can hold thousands of dollars, and the entire process is logged and reconciled against bank records. When something goes wrong, a bill jam, a double dispense error, a network failure that leaves your card trapped inside, the ATM enters lockdown mode. The machine records the exact failure point, preserves all transaction data, and waits for a service technician. Most errors are resolved remotely through diagnostic software, but physical jams require an on-site visit. Error rates are incredibly low, typically less than 1 failure per 1,000 transactions. Maintenance goes beyond cash loading. Technicians clean card readers to prevent dust buildup, replace receipt paper, update software to patch security vulnerabilities, and test every mechanical component. And ATMs are everywhere. Literally. In the United States alone, over 470,000 machines dispense more than $700 billion annually. In countries like South Korea, there's roughly 1 ATM for every 500 people. Even in remote regions, you'll find solar-powered ATMs running on satellite connections, serving communities miles from the nearest bank branch. So, what really happens inside an ATM? It's a blend of mechanical precision, military-grade encryption, real-time communication, and layered security engineering. These machines aren't just dispensing cash, they're authenticating, protecting, and coordinating under incredible time pressure, all while you stand there for 30 seconds, wondering if you should grab an extra 20. From the bank-owned giants in downtown lobbies, to the independent operators in corner stores, and the reinforced, through-the-wall units on city streets, ATMs are more advanced than their simple interface suggests. So next time you slide your card and grab your cash, remember, inside that metal box, a dozen systems just executed a perfectly choreographed dance and kept your money safer than you ever realized. If you enjoyed this deep dive, hit that like button, subscribe, and tell us in the comments. What surprised you most about what happens inside an ATM?